Caesar's in trouble! 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 Caesar's in trouble!
The Ides of March are come.
Caesar's in trouble! Caesar's in trouble! Caesar's in trouble! Caesar's in trouble! Caesar's in trouble!
The Ides of March are come.
Aye, Caesar, but not gone.
Come to the capital.
What said Populus Lena?
He wished today our enterprise might thrive. I fear our purpose is discovered.
Look how he makes to Caesar. Mark him!
Casca, be sudden, for we fear prevention. Brutus, what shall be done? If this be known, Cassius or Caesar never shall turn back, for I will slay myself.
Cassius, be constant. Populus Lena speaks not of our purposes, for look, he smiles, and Caesar doth not change.
Trebonius knows his time, for look you, Brutus. He draws Mark Antony out of the way.
I could be well moved if I were as you. If I could pray to move, prayers would move me. But I am constant as northern star, whose true fixed and resting quality. There is no fellow in the firmament, the skies are painted with unnumbered sparks. But there is but one, and all doth hold his place, and men are flesh and blood, and apprehensive. Yet in the number I do not know, but one, the unassailable, holds on his rank, unshaked of motion, and that I am he. Let me a little show it, even in this, that I was constant Cimber should be banished, and constant do remain to keep him. Et tu, brute, then for Caesar.
Who's that Pokemon?
I'm so hungry.
Here's some Doritos.
I'm Tyrone. Get those Doritos out my face. I only promote Cheetos around here.
Crackers? Where's your crackers at, boy? Where your crackers?
It's
Caesar.
Et tu, brute.
Liberty, freedom. Trinity is dead. Run hence, proclaim, cry it about the streets.
Some to the common pulpits and cry out, liberty, freedom, and enfranchisement.
People and senators, be not affrighted, fly not, stand still, Ambition's debt is paid.
And Cassius too?
Where's Publius?
Here, quite confounded with this mutiny.
Stand fast together, lest some friends of Caesar should chance.
Talk not of standing, Publius. Good cheer. There is no harm intended to your person, nor to no Roman else. So tell them, Publius.
And leave us, Publius, lest that the people rushing on us should do your age some mischief.
Do so, and let no man abide this deed, but we, the doers.
Where's Antony?
Fled to his house amazed. Men, wives, and children stare, cry out and run as if it were doomsday.
Fates, we will know your pleasures, and that we shall die, we know. 'Tis but the time, and drawing days out, that men stand upon.
Why, he cuts off 20 years of life, cuts off so many years of fearing death.
Grant that, and then is death a benefit? So are we Caesar's friends that have abridged his time of fearing death. Stoop, Romans, stoop, and let us bathe our hands in Caesar's blood, up to the elbows, and besmear our swords. Then walk we forth, even to the marketplace, and waving our red weapons over our heads. Let's all cry, peace, freedom, and liberty!
Stoop then, and wash. How many ages hence shall this our lofty scene be acted over in states unborn, and accents yet unknown?
How many times shall Caesar bleed in sport, that now on Pompey's basis lies along, no worthier than the dust?
So oft as that shall be, so often shall the not of us be called, the men that gave their country liberty.
What shall we forth?
Aye, every man away. Brutus shall lead, and we shall grace his heels with the most boldest and best hearts of Rome.
Soft! Who comes here? A friend of Antony's?
Thus, Brutus, did my master bid me kneel. Thus did Mark Antony bid me fall down. And being prostrate, thus he bade me say, Brutus is noble, wise, valiant, and honest. Caesar was mighty, bold, royal, and loving. Say I love Brutus, and I honor him. Say I feared Caesar, honored him, and loved him. If Brutus will vouchsafe with that Antony may safely come to him and be resolved, how Caesar hath deserved to lie in death. Mark Antony shall not love Caesar dead so well as Brutus living, but will follow the fortunes and affairs of noble Brutus, through the hazards of this untrod state with all true faith. So says my master, Antony.
Thy master is a wise and valiant Roman. I never thought him worse. Tell him, so please him come up unto this place. He shall be satisfied, and, by my honor, depart untouched.
I'll fetch him presently.
I know that we shall have him well to a friend.
I wish we may, but yet have I a mind that fears him much, and my misgiving still falls shrewdly to the purpose.
But here comes Antony. Welcome, Mark Antony.
O mighty Caesar, dost thou lie so low? Are all thy conquests, glories, triumphs, spoils shrunk to this little measure? Fare thee well. I know not, gentlemen, what you intend. Who else must be let blood? Who else is rank? If I myself, there is no hour so fit as Caesar's death hour, nor no instrument of half that worth as those your swords, made rich with those most noble blood of all this world. I do beseech ye, if you bear me hard. Now, whilst your purpled hands do reek and smoke, fulfill your pleasure, live 1,000 years. I shall not find myself so apt to die. No place will please me so, no mean of death, as here by Caesar, and by you cut off, the choice and master spirits of this age.
O Antony, beg not your death of us, though now we must appear bloody and cruel, as by our hands in this our present act, you see we do, yet see you but our hands, and this the bleeding business they have done. Our hearts you see not, they are pitiful,
in pity to the general wrong of Rome, as fire drives out fire, so pity, pity. Hath done this deed on Caesar for your part, to you our swords have leading points. Mark Antony, our arms and strength of malice, and our hearts of brother's temper, do receive you in with all kind of love, good thoughts and reverence.
Your voice shall be as strong as any man's in the disposing of our new dignities.
Only be patient till we have appeased the multitude, beside themselves with fear. Then we will deliver you the cause, why I, that did love Caesar when I struck him, have thus proceeded.
I doubt not of your wisdom. Let each man render me his bloody hand. First, Marcus Brutus. Will I shake with you? Next, Cassius, do I take your hand? Now, Decius Brutus, yours. Now yours, Metellus. Yours, Cinna, and my valiant Casca. Yours, though last, not last in love. Yours, good Trebonius. Gentlemen all, alas, what shall I say? My credit now stands on such slippery ground that one of two bad ways you must conceit me, either a coward or a flatterer, that I did love thee, Caesar. Oh, 'tis true. If then thy spirit look upon us now, shall it not grieve thee dearer than thy death, to see thy Antony making his peace, shaking the bloody fingers of thy foes? Most noble! In the presence of thy curse? Had I as many eyes as thou hast wounds, weeping as fast as they stream forth thy blood, it would become me better than to close in terms of friendship with thine enemies. Pardon me, Julius! Here wast thou, bade, brave heart, here didst thou fall, and here thy hunters stand, signed in thy spoil, and crimsoned in thy lethe. O world, thou wast the forest to this heart, and this, indeed, O world, the heart of thee. How like a deer, strucken by many princes, dost thou here lie?
Mark Antony.
Pardon me, Cassius. The enemies of Caesar shall say this. Then, and a friend, it is cold modesty.
I blame you not for praising Caesar so, but what compact mean you to have with us? Will you be pricked in number of our friends, or shall we on and not depend on you?
Therefore I took your hands, but was indeed swayed from the point by looking down on Caesar. Friends, am I with you all and love you all, upon this hope that you shall give me reasons why and wherein Caesar was dangerous.
Or else were this a savage spectacle. Our reasons are so full of good regard, that were you, Antony, the son of Caesar, you should be satisfied.
That's all I seek, and am moreover suitor than I may produce his body to the marketplace, and in the pulpit, as becomes a friend, speak in the order of his funeral.
You shall, Mark Antony. You shall, Mark Antony.
Brutus, a word with you. You know not what you do. Do not consent that Antony speak in his funeral. Know you how much the people may be moved by that which he will utter?
By your pardon. Mark Antony here. Take you Caesar's body. You shall not in your funeral speech blame us, but speak all good you can devise of Caesar. And say you don't by our permission, else shall you not have any hand at all about his funeral. And you shall speak in the same pulpit whereto I am going. After my speech is ended.
I know not what may fall, I like it not.
Prepare the body then, and follow us.
Be it so. I do desire no more. Oh, pardon me, thou bleeding piece of earth, that I am meek and gentle with these butchers! Thou art the ruins of the oldest, noblest man that ever lived in the tide of times. Woe to the hand that shed this costly blood. Over thy wounds now I do prophecy, which like dumb mouths do ope their rubby lips, to beg the voice and utterance of my tongue. A curse shall light upon the limbs of men. Domestic fury and fierce civil strife shall cumber all the parts of Italy. Blood and destruction shall be in use, and dreadful objects so familiar that mothers shall but smile when they behold their infants quartered with the hands of war, all pity choked with custom of fell dreads, and Caesar's spirit ranging for revenge, with 8 by his side come hot from hell, shall in these confines with a monarch's voice cry, and let slip the dogs of war, that this foul deed shall smell above the earth with carrion men groaning for burial.
Caesar's in trouble. 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 Caesar's in trouble.
Caesar is dead. Knife in the chair. 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 Caesar is dead. Knife in the chair.
Fresh out. Capital build. Antony said,
Stab.
we heard what you said. We heard what you said. If we wasn't stabbing, then Caesar would be tabbing. If we wasn't stabbing, then Caesar would be tabbing. No, for real, no cap. Caesar's dead like Josh said on for it. No, for real, no cap. Caesar's dead like Josh said on for it.
No cap.
If you think about running, then Caesar is in trouble. If you think about running, then Caesar is in trouble.